He's someone who has been doing music for a very long time. He's a songwriter and also a gospel musician. Let's welcome Peter Lapite. Good morning, Peter. Welcome. How are you doing? Yeah, I like the very white smile you have on your face. Yeah, well, you're great. Yeah. All right, let me tell you about the man in the studio with me this morning. His name is Peter Lapite. He's a Nigerian gospel singer, a songwriter, and multi-talented instrumentalist and a recording artist with songs like God of Our Father and Walk With You. Like many of the artists, he credits as having had a significant influence on his career. He began his music career as a guitarist in the church, having started writing songs at the age of 14. It wasn't long before Peter realized his service as a singer/songwriter was a divine call to lead souls to experience intimacy with God alone. Peter developed his passion for songwriting from guitar playing and other instrumental progression. He approaches every song from a place of personal intimacy and sincerity to God. Peter Lapite is from Ogun State, Abeokuta, born in Ibadan, schooled in Ibadan. Welcome once again, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes, now let's get right into it. Now, you started writing songs at 14. Yes, let's talk about the very first song you wrote about. What was it?
Okay. I think I was in the school then. I was studying really I did not finish the practical. I did that so about college.
Okay.
So then I was just thinking about that. Why am I here? So I was, because before I write a song, I think about what we are going through, what I'm going through at that particular moment, then I need to write a song. So that if you're in that kind of position, you can also relate to what I'm going through. When you sing that song, you become a better. So the song, I had to go to my fellowship and to play. Because I have to sing that. And you see, I said, yeah, so just give me some like 5 minutes when I was there. They were like, wow, you really blessed me. So I'm like, so that was just that was all about it.
All right. Now, you started playing the guitar in church. Now, what was that moment? And you also said, I read in your profile that you realized that it was actually a divine call. Yeah. How did you know it was a divine call, not just a talent, something that you just enjoy doing?
Right before I started playing guitar, I was singing in church.
Okay.
I think that because of all.
Oh.
So yeah, I have to go with my friend like, still stay around, I knew what God is telling me, just let me go. And so when I got to Lagos, I started singing and just that I need to know more about the music. So I need to go and learn how to because what guitar does for me is also with songwriting and music you can see the music and media aspect and it's also creativity. So I just said, okay, let me learn. So one day, I think in my church, I was in So that day, I was in church and my pastor was preaching. I was preaching, I was writing a song. So when I got to the after pastor was preaching, so I was writing a song. It was far from me, and I just wrote it. I was thinking it, and I said, God is moving, God is changing. He just said, it's not up to 7 seconds. He just said, right now, God is moving, God is changing. Okay.
Same thing you had in mind and you wrote down.
I was saying, I was standing, he could not even hear me. I was like, oh God, this thing is serious. And also the person that I wrote them, I was working with a secular artist and we were recording like 6 hours recording session. And you say after power, they say, that was so let me even play. And we really played it. The atmosphere just changed, it just went cold. And a gospel singer. The secular person like she was just crying. Thank you for this song. Thank you for the best sending to people at the end of that.
Okay, so do you work with a secular artist at the moment or only gospel musicians?
No, yeah. So the musician can work with, I need a musician to be able to work with anybody.
Yeah.
So because while a professional guitarist, like I play on TV songs, I record to people, I track guitar for people.
Okay.
So that we need a lot of I've worked with a lot of artists, but you need them every time. And you don't say, okay, I want to work with this player. You can choose to work with anybody as long as the spirit my spirit is going
You let it go. Okay. Now you're a young gospel artist. How do you stay spiritually grounded in a world full of distractions? Because trust me, this world is full of distractions. You look left, right, center, distractions are everywhere. So how do you stay spiritually grounded?
Okay, the number one thing is first thing is prayer. One, prayer. Then number two, the kind of church I'm going to. You know why if my pastor had teaching like this, you will go back home and think of it like that. I need to do this. And those kind of things will make me think like, okay, what am I going to do? Because some of my songs, you see that like somebody communicating to God, like, I can't continue like that. So some of those things come from those moments. So when you are listening to it, you relate to it.
Okay.
And you relate to it.
But are there times you've been distracted or you felt tempted or fallen into temptation? Of course, we're all humans. Yeah, we fall into temptation or get tempted from time to time. Are there times you've been tempted so much that at some point you just felt like you were losing your walk with God or your relationship with God was faltering?
Yeah. So like this song we did last week, we talked about working with God.
Okay.
So that day, I was like, okay, I know that like need to be consistent in everything you are doing. You need to be consistent.
Consistency is key. Yeah.
Consistency is key in anything. So like, okay, God, I know that I want to really work with you every day. I want to always feel you,
Yeah.
like a father and son relationship. And I'm like, well, you need to be consistent. So I was just telling you that you should feel the spirit of inconsistency.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see that the lyrics is you can't see it's from that place. It's like the Lord through the spirit of inconsistency and through the Lord that you do. Because you can just be thinking about it. So that when you are at home now, when God gives you the knowledge of His will, you will know what to do for that. It's something to tell you that God will be right. Something to tell you that this is great. Something to tell you that I think this is part of it. You're like, I need to do that. So those are the things that people learn. Things like prayer, listening to my pastor, listening to church music like that. The church boy.
Yeah.
So those are the things that really help us to keep us in line.
Okay, now let's come to songwriting. How do you, what inspires you? How do you get inspired to write your songs?
Okay. Firstly, I get inspired from the word of God. First, okay. And secondly, by listening to my pastor, I also listen to other men of God that have noted men of God. And also, I think sometimes, I hear, I'm a child of God, I should be able to hear it.
Okay, yeah, true.
So sometimes I hear God, sometimes I just hear a word. So the first song I got from every platform, God of our Father. We're doing a fellowship, a small car, and in my home. So like a home fellowship. So that day, my wife was the one that asked me, so she was the one I was doing that the worship. After the worship, something told me, continue playing so there's something called progression.
Okay.
So everybody continue playing that progression. Don't stop. Like, don't worry, I will give you some. Just continue playing. I don't know where this way is.
Yeah.
So the person is not like listen to the person play. Like she's going to say something. And when it's time, I just keep playing. And she mentioned that God of our Father is going to say to me. Start again. He says, so thank you for signs and wonders. That's the thing. So immediately, he said, I put everything together. In like 10 minutes, everything is ready. So after I said, I have the song. Like, let's play it. The minute I started playing, I started thinking, you know, it was like they knew the song before.
Oh.
And like, even I was thinking, like, these people don't know the song. I'm just doing it now, man.
Yeah.
Wow, this song really plays me. They did not stop. They skipped 2 minutes after the fellowship. We sang the song from the beginning.
Mm.
So that the thing, I get that from maybe somebody's or
Mhm.
I get that okay, you can talk now. When you sing that way,
Mhm.
you can be talking now. By the time you start singing, you will not know that you are singing.
But you'll be hearing the song.
I'll hear it. What you're singing. So that's the thing.
Okay. Now, I've heard people say, this gospel artist or this particular gospel song, spoke to me or it touched me. There are people who will tell you. I think there was a woman one time. I can't remember, but I read it online. She talked about how she was pregnant one time, and then she was actually always singing a particular gospel song, and she would always touch her bomb and sing that song and make some declarations. So she said when she after she gave birth, there was one time her child, was just crying and crying, and she tried everything, even her husband tried everything, and the child could not stop crying. They didn't know what to do again. And then she now played a particular song that she used to, mime to and also play when she was pregnant with the child. She said the child kept quiet immediately. So most times when the child is that way, she just, play that particular song or sing the song to the child and the child comes calm. Now, for you, you're a gospel musician. Has any of your listeners, anyone reached you and tell you that, oh, there's this particular song you sang, it spoke to me, or, share testimonies with you?
So the first song, the two songs that were all platforms are like that. The first song, God of our Father, people will just music with me. This is a song I listen to every day. So even that song, I listen to it consistently, but not every morning. Just tell me that I listen to this song every morning. Thank you for this song. And I was trusting God for miracles. And I just listen to the song. So some people tell me that when I'm in my car, I just love feeling that particular song. Like few example like
Yeah.
the lady she was really crying. After people here was like, say you don't know what you're doing. Say so you don't know. She was just crying. She was not praying for me. So like I don't understand. I know that God knows everything. God has planned that for me. And that really encouraged me to say, God, I know that you're
Well, how does that make you feel? When people reach out and tell you, "Oh, I listen to your song every morning," or "It speaks to me."
I used to don't want to do that because it's just something that's telling me that, but that consistency is there. Something I can write for something. I can write some consistently. I can be working like this. I'll be doing this, and if you check my way, you can see like 3 times. Wow. Or I just like okay. Let me just keep it. Sometimes I'm tired. I say, I think, sometimes I want to go to bed. I will hear, I'm just
All right. All right. Now let's talk about challenges. Of course, life comes with its own challenges. For everything that has advantages, there will always be disadvantages. Now, for you, what are the challenges you face as a gospel artist in Nigeria and in the gospel music industry?
Some of the challenges I think most times people don't receive it.
What do you mean by that?
So sometimes I'm learning to notice people around me and see the goodness in them. Because most people around me, there are a lot of great people around me. But most times, people cherish the people that they are from. And meanwhile, some of those people you are celebrating, somebody believe in them. And so sometimes before people believe in you, they say that this somebody you don't really. And people ask me that, are you sure this music is
It's your
So
calling.
sometimes if you are not, if you are not, if you are not sure of what you're doing,
Yeah.
you're like, if I'm looking at things, what I'm doing, I don't think I can continue this anymore. Or maybe you drop a song now and nobody is sharing it. And you have friends like, okay, for example, maybe you have friends on like 1,000 people on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And they call yourself and you drop a song and you see that maybe 20, 20 people will. That alone is, you are not helping the person. Because when the person goes up now, you say you have the person contact. And the person
I know this
and the
person.
have moved on. You know, be saying that person is very
It's
proud.
yeah.
But when the person needs you more, you're not there. So some of these people say this person is too proud, is that you can't reach you can't move. But when the person was there, you stretch your hand of love, you are this way.
Yeah. I actually agree with you on that one. I mean, there are people who would not post your friend's business. Your friend is selling a particular product or selling something. You don't post, they don't repost on your status or anything, but you see them going to strangers, other business owners that they do not know, reposting, commenting, tagging, sharing, and engaging. And it's always funny to me, like, why can't you even support your own? You can't support your friend, but you're supporting strangers. That's not to say you shouldn't support strangers, but at least they say charity begins at home, right? The people close to you should be able to benefit from, your kindness before outsiders. All right. So, what other challenges do you experience as a gospel artist?
I think sometimes funding is part of the. Sometimes you have this idea of that not as important. I have a management.
Okay.
They have been helping the management space. This means you can't do it.
So,
I can sit down and write sometimes. When I sit in the or something like that.
Yeah.
Because of the knowledge of people they are.
Yeah.
So some of the challenges is even generally in the industry, people are trying to copy each other. Like everybody has something to say.
Yeah.
So I made sure that even sometimes when I think this thing is in the public let's look for ways that let's do things that people can even someone like a gospel person or Christian can really be blessed by it.
Yeah.
Because if you're a secular person, you are personally going to be consistent. So you can't say, it's only joking. There are some few that if you are not consistent, you're going to become. So some of those things is what we are trying to do so that you can keep up with it.
All right. So what about promotions? You're playing music out there.
Promotion, some of them platform, we are promoting to all the social media and some people are doing TikTok videos for it.
Okay, nice.
Like Instagram. So people are even doing collaboration. There are some programs even when I listen to them, I don't know this song can sound like that. So some of these things, if people don't do that, I think we have fun, but they are not doing that. You will not be able to say, oh, you don't know the video that in particular video that you do. It's just cover, maybe you do cover for someone, and someone to do, you want to invest in it because you did cover or somebody's cover like that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, now let's talk about collaborations. Now, who would you love to collaborate with in the industry? That's both gospel or mainstream.
I would love to collaborate with Pastor Party. It's our father. You know, listen to him now. Recently, the rap.
Yeah.
When I say it's in particular.
How many minutes?
2,000.
Wow. Wow.
I listen to it a lot. Whenever I go to that particular place, so I keep listening and listening so that it will shape the way I see the music.
Mm-hmm.
the way I write, and the choice of melody. The melody, somebody can do the same melody that is sounding regular, so I can shape my melody and so.
Okay. Okay, so aside Nathaniel Bassi, who else would you love to collaborate with?
I hear it somewhere. Yeah. Because when I started music, I said,
Student music for him.
because I love it, because I actually started with violin.
Oh. How many instruments do you play?
I can play like four. I can play like four, five, yeah, five.
What instruments is
I
that?
can play violin.
The guitar.
I can play guitar. I can play music. It's more instrument.
Okay.
I can play keyboard.
Okay.
And I can also play. I think that's all.
You don't know how to play drums?
Drums. I don't need to just need to know.
Okay.
But all of those two.
You didn't grow. All right. So quickly before I let you go, because time is fast spent on the show, I would love for you to motivate to advise your fans who are watching you right now, who are listening to you, people who are on the verge of giving up, people who are going through so much. We're going through so much as people in Nigeria at the moment. But the people who are watching you right now, please, I want you to motivate them.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. So I just want us to love each other. Love. No matter how we are, let's just show that love. Just show that love. And when we show that love, that's supposed to happen.
Sure.
That's supposed to love. And also, you have to be consistent. And work with that. Consistent in anything. Yeah. So that consistency is what get the thing that we have to do.
Yes, true.
So because before we that
True.
so if we are not consistent with that,
Consistency is key. All right, thank you so much, Peter. Quickly give us your social media handles and of course how we can stream and download your songs.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at Peter Lapite. That's my country. On Twitter, everywhere.
All right, and then your songs are available on all streaming platforms.
It's available on all streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music,
Lovely. All right, thank you so much, Peter, once again. All right, and thank you so much to you who has been a part of the show this morning.